What's poppin'? My name is Duck Kid, and today I'll discuss the upcoming changes to Freddy that we're going to be getting in Dead by Daylight. I mean, goddamn, they're going to have to start calling this man Big Dick Freddy now. I ain't going to hold you. That man's dick is big as hell now. And on top of that, they gave that man a switch. And I'm not talking about they switched his playstyle. I'm not talking about they switched his kit. They gave him a switch, as in the ones you put on Glocks. They gave that nigga a Gen 5. Alright, let me stop being stupid. Let's go and get to these changes. So first of all, they've given him the ability to swap back and forth between dream snares and dream pallets. Great change. For the life of me, I don't know why this wasn't done sooner, because having an add-on in the game where you now have dream pallets and you don't have dream snares anymore and making that an add-on, that is fucking garbage. There was absolutely no reason for dream pallets and dream snares not to be just base kit, something for Freddy to use. Alright, so that's a really good change. I'm loving that so far. Alright, now dream snares can move at 12 meters a second with a cooldown of 5 seconds. They can go through walls and upstairs, but not off ledges. Okay, that's an interesting change. So I'm assuming it's gonna be something like you shoot out, right, and it slows them down. Something similar to, in terms of the hitbox and the coding, something probably similar to like what Pyramid Head has, and something similar to what Dracula has, right? In terms of the projectile that just moves in a straight line. So we'll have to see how that works. And these dream snares now have unique interactions with survivors, whether they are asleep or awake. So sleeping survivors will be hindered for 4 seconds, while awake survivors will gain 30 seconds on their sleep meter. So now, I guess when you hit survivors with certain things like your abilities and things of that nature, and maybe when they interact with pallets or something, we'll get into that later, then their sleep timer is gonna go up, right? To where they're gonna go to sleep faster. So we'll have to see about that. Alright, moving on. Dream pallets. They can be triggered to explode in a geyser of blood. The explosion occurs 1.5 seconds after activation with a 3-meter radius. When a sleeping survivor is hit, they become injured. When an awake survivor is hit, they gain 60 seconds on their sleep timer. God damn, they having this nigga blow up shit. He putting I was about to make a fucked up joke, but I'm not gonna make that joke. He's putting bombs down, bro. You can blow pallets up on niggas. That's fucking wild, bro. That's a nice change, man. That's very interesting in terms of the pallet mechanics. That will be a noob stomper, because usually good survivors will keep track of the fake pallets you put down while they're in dream state, or they'll break a pallet over your fucking face, and if you're not asleep, right? If the survivor's not asleep, he'll see you do an animation where you're holding your hand up as Freddy, and they'll know that there's a dream pallet right there, so they'll just avoid that area, right? So that will be a noob stomper, but I think it shouldn't really affect seasoned players too much, because they don't fall for dream pallets anyway. But this is just a nice change for Freddy to have. Now, I see a scenario that this would maybe affect them is if you're at somewhere like Shack and the pallet's gone and the survivor's looping you at Shack, right? And now, the survivor has two choices. They have to go through the window or they have to go through the door. If they go through the entrance way where the pallet is, then you can blow the pallet up on them and make them get damaged. So that can actually affect good survivors, because that can affect their pathing. So that's a pretty good change. I like that change. Now, also when the awake survivors hit, they gain 60 seconds on their sleep timer, right? So that's a very nice change. More ways to make survivors fall asleep. New, the Nightmare can now teleport to completed, blocked, and in-game generators, as well as any survivor healing in the dream world. That's fucking crazy. Dream projection on a healing survivor will teleport the Nightmare within 12 meters of their position. Upon completing a teleport, survivors within 8 meters will be revealed with Killer Instinct. God damn, and gain 15 seconds to their sleep meter. The teleport cooldown has been decreased from 45 seconds to 30 seconds, and the teleport can no longer be canceled. That is a crazy ass change, and this shit's fucking crazy. So basically, any survivor that heals, if they are asleep, you can teleport to their fucking ass and know where they are. That's gonna be great. So this is gonna synergize very well with perks like Sloppy Butcher. This is gonna synergize very well with perks like Leverage, right? And Leverage is the perk from Skull Merchant that when a survivor takes another survivor off the hook, they are healing speed is decreased by 50 seconds. This is going to synergize very well with the gift of pain and things of that nature. So this is a crazy change. This is going to make him really fucking good, right? It's going to give him so much more map pressure. And the fact that he can now teleport to block gens or gens that have been done, that's icing on the cake. So that his teleporting is so much fucking better now. All right. Moving on. In the dream world, healing survivors will be revealed by Killer Instinct for as long as they're healing, and it lingers for 3 seconds once they stop, allowing the nightmare to teleport to them. That's, man, sheesh. That's fucking crazy. Now, sleeping survivors also can use any alarm clock to wake up, and after using an alarm clock, it goes on cooldown for 45 seconds, during which it cannot be used. So you don't have to just go to one location for an alarm clock. You'll have multiple locations across the map. So let me go and talk about these Freddy changes. I think Freddy might fuck around right now and be like a lower B tier, maybe even a mid B tier killer. I'd put him somewhere on B tier, right? These are some good fucking changes. Bravo behavior. This is how you do a rework. You buff this man without taking a bunch of shit away from him, right? Because that was my whole grievance with the pig thing. You took away her ability to read her aura boxes, like her box auras, which is a big nerf to her, right? They didn't do that with Freddy. And I'm glad they didn't, because Freddy was probably like one of the bottom 3 killers in the entire game. Great changes. We got to see how this plays out. Maybe it's going to make Freddy viable against good people. Now, he will become a noob stomper. All these changes that they propose, he is going to stomp noobs to a ridiculous degree. But I hope they don't nerf him because of that, all right? Because noobs get stomped by killers anyway. So I hope they don't nerf him because of that. All right, yeah, good changes. Anyway, moving on. Also, they did some things to his add-ons. Red Paintbrush, which is an iridescent add-on. It used to make all survivors who start in the trial, they start in the dream world, and failed skill checks don't wake up the survivors in the dream world. Now the new effect is it reveals the aura of survivors in the dream world when they are further than 32 meters away, and increases each survivor's sleep meter by 50%. That's crazy. That's like fucking object of obsession. Wow. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Hey, y'all stock up on your fucking Freddy add-ons, because that is a crazy ass add-on, bro. That's basically the killer equivalent of fucking object of obsession, which is wild. You're gonna have basically permanent aura reading on motherfuckers. That's wild. All right, anyway, Black Box, which is an iridescent add-on. The old effect was that it recently opened exit gates and are blocked for 15 seconds. Recently opened exit gates are blocked for 15 seconds. Okay. Right, so, if you open an exit gate, it's now blocked for 15 seconds. And the new effect is, exit gates are blocked for sleeping survivors for 15 seconds when they are open. All right, so it's going to be very useful to keep survivors sleeping, and you have a lot of tools to make them do so as well. Swing Chains. It was a very rare add-on. The old effect was the rusty but sturdy chains used to securely attach to a swing seat. While survivors are in the dream world, the sounds of their footsteps are 50% louder. The new effect is, after using Dream Projection, it blocks all vaults within 60 meters for 6 seconds. That's a pretty good add-on. Now, next, they did a Deep Wound update. Those are good Freddy changes. I like those. A Deep Wound update. Now, basically, it's just gonna be clearer, right? I'm not gonna read all that. It's gonna be clearer. It's gonna be more concise. You're gonna be able to see more. Your screen's not gonna be as dark. You're gonna be able to see the UI for the mending, right? You're gonna see that better. Just everything's more visible. I don't have to read all that shit. Yeah, man, this is very nice, dude. I really like these changes. I hope they don't go back on any of these changes. Of course, we have to test them out. And, if something's crazy broken, then of course they gotta tone it down a little bit. But I don't look at any of these Freddy changes and think that they're crazy broken, right? Especially when killers like Nurse exist. Especially when killers like Hillbilly, Blight, Dracula, right? Houndmaster. Especially when killers like that exist. I don't look at any of this shit and think that this problematic needs to be nerfed. Anyway, y'all let me know what you think in the comment section down below in terms of what you think about the patch. Do you think that Freddy is way too goddamn strong now? Do you think that this doesn't really do anything and he's still going to be a trash killer? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Anyway, I am out this bitch. Y'all have a good one. I'll definitely be playing Freddy when he comes to consoles, because I'm a fucking peasant and I don't have a fucking PC. Anyway, I'm out this bitch. Y'all have a good one. Bye! Go on.